Hi, this is Katrina from Katrina K Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to move a dart. So here's my skirt pattern, and my darts are too close to my center back and my center front. So I want to move them a little further away. I removed the seam allowances at my waist so that you can get a better view of what I'm doing. According to measurements based on standard proportions, your waist darts should be approximately 3 to 3.5 inches away from your center front and center back. But we know that it really depends on your individual body. So first I've drawn a horizontal line underneath my dart, and those are the blue lines. There's no set amount of distance the blue lines should be from your dart point, from the end of your dart. Make sure it's not touching your dart at all. Just make sure your horizontal line is perpendicular to your center front and your center back. Next, you want to draw two vertical lines on either side of your dart. So I've drawn a blue vertical line on each side of my back dart, and I've drawn a blue vertical line on each side of my front dart. And here's a closer look. Next, you want to mark how far away you want to move your dart. Now I'm going to use this line as a reference because I want to move my dart over in this direction, and I want to move it 1.5 inches. So what I've done is I've placed a mark, this little red mark here, 1.5 inches from this vertical line. I've marked the distance that I'm going to move my dart, which is 1.5 inches. Once you do that, you're ready to cut out your dart. So my cutting lines are going to be both lines on each side of my dart and a portion of the line under my dart. So once you cut out your darts, your pieces should look like this. See, my back dart has been separated from my skirt piece, and my front dart has been separated from my front skirt piece. Now you're ready to move your dart to its new position. So now I'm going to place my dart into its new position. So now you can see my dart has been moved over 1.5 inches. And my dart is highlighted in red. And now I have an empty space here, so what you would do, working on the table, you would just fill this in with paper. Then I'm going to do the same thing on my front piece. Except on my front piece, I'm only moving my dart 3/4 of an inch. So my front dart is moved, and now I'm going to fill in this empty space that's been left with extra paper. So you can see this better, I've removed all of the lines that I no longer need, and I'm just going to reshape my waistline on my front piece and my back piece. So now my waistline is all cleaned up, but there's one more thing I have to do, and that is I have to true my dart. I have to make sure that when I close my dart, that my waistline curve is still nice and smooth. So here's my back piece with my dart closed. My waistline takes a little dip there. It's not really a point where my dart is, but it's not really as smooth of a curve as it could be. So I just want to fix the curve of my waistline just a little bit. So the blue line is now going to be my new waistline on my back piece. And as you can see, it's just a lot smoother as it goes past the dart. And because I'm on the computer, I had to extend my dart line up to my new waistline. And now I can just get rid of the lines that I no longer need. And now I have my new back waistline. And then I would do the same thing for the front. All I need to do now is add my seam allowance back to my waistline. So to give you an idea of the before and after, I'm just going to grab my old piece, and you can see on my front piece where the dart moved over to the left or further away from my center front, about 3/4 of an inch. And this is the before and after of my back piece. And as you can see, the dart was moved 1.5 inches toward my side seam. So now here are my finished pieces. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel by clicking that bright yellow button because there's more to come. Did you like this video? I hope you did, and you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you have a question or comment, leave it down below, and thanks for watching.